Imagine standing at the edge of a rushing river. The water is loud, wild, and full of energy, impatient to burst through. You, quiet, calm, are trying to cross it safely. You don't just jump in without thinking. You wait, watch, study the currents, and pick the perfect moment to step forward. That waiting, that patience, is the difference between safely crossing and being swept away. Now, imagine your trading journey is like crossing that river. Every move you make in the market is like stepping into those wild waters. But the secret that separates winners from losers is not how fast or how clever they are. It's how patient they can be. Ask yourself, how patient am I really when I trade? Do I wait for the perfect moment like a wise river crosser? Or do I rush because I fear missing out or want to prove I'm smart? Patience in trading is often talked about like some boring virtue, but what if I told you it's the ultimate edge? A tool more powerful than any fancy indicator or secret system. Why does patience matter so much? Because the market is a wild, chaotic place that wants to punish impatience harder than anything else. If you rush in, ignoring signals or feeling pressured by a losing streak, the market will teach you a harsh lesson. But if you learn to hold back, wait for the right moment, you tap into a power most traders don't even realize they can use. Picture two hunters in the forest. One rushes through, firing off arrows randomly, hoping to catch something by chance. The other waits quietly, watching animal trails, reading signs in the wind, and only shoots when the perfect target walks by. Which hunter do you think comes out with the prize? The quiet, patient one. Most traders are the rushed hunter. They want to trade every minute, every signal, because they are afraid of missing out. They don't understand that patience is not about doing nothing. It's about doing the right thing at the right time. But why is waiting so hard? Why do so many traders feel like they have to act, even when the setup isn't perfect? It's because patience is a test, not just of skill, but of your emotions and beliefs. The market is like a mirror showing your deepest fears and hopes. When you want to jump in quickly, it often means fear is pushing you, or greed is pulling you. The challenge is learning to recognize those feelings and refusing to trade just because your heart screams at you. Imagine if you could train your mind like a skilled archer trains their aim. You don't waste arrows, each shot counts. You wait, breathe, and focus. Each trade becomes an arrow shot with precision and calm. Now here's a secret many don't talk about. Patience rewards you not just by protecting you from bad trades, but also by making every winning trade feel that much sweeter. Because when you wait for the perfect setup, your confidence grows. Your wins aren't random luck. They feel like well-earned prizes. But what about the fear of missing out? Your heart might say, why wait? The market could explode any second. It's true the market moves fast, but the best traders have learned something most never do. They don't need to catch every wave. They only need to catch the right ones. Think of the market like a big ocean. Waves come and go all the time. Some are small, some are huge, but only certain waves can carry you to shore. Patience helps you choose which waves to ride, instead of getting knocked down by every wave that crashes. Ask yourself these tough questions. Am I chasing too many trades, or am I waiting for the truly good ones? When I do trade, do I feel calm and sure, or rushed and nervous? Could I be losing money simply because I'm not patient enough? If you want to be a trader who wins consistently, mastering patience isn't optional, it's mandatory. The next part will dive into how impatience sneaks into your mind and why it's the biggest mental obstacle standing between you and success. Are you ready to explore what that looks like inside your own head? If yes, let's move into part 2 where we break down the emotions playing tricks on your patience and how to beat them. So now, let's step inside your mind for a moment. Have you ever felt that nervous twitch, that itch to click, buy, or sell, just because the price moved a little? That feeling is impatience talking. It whispers, jump in now or you'll miss it. But what is really happening inside your brain? Trading isn't just about numbers or charts, it's a battlefield fought in your mind. Impatience is one of the sneakiest enemies because it disguises itself as excitement, hope, or even confidence. It convinces you that acting fast is smart, but really, it's often your emotions leading you off the edge. Think about this. Every time you enter a trade too early, what happens? Often, the market turns against you, maybe just for a while, shaking you out before going back in your favor. This feels like failure, but it's more than that. Your impatience is setting you up to lose money and to question yourself. Because impatience causes premature entries. You don't wait for the full signal, the full confirmation of your strategy. You scramble in hoping for a quick win. And when the trade doesn't instantly go your way, fear creeps in, and suddenly you're out too soon or even worse, stuck with a loss. Studies show traders who practice patience and wait for clear setups tend to perform better, with fewer mistakes and bigger wins. Their brains switch from emotional reactions to logical decisions. It's like turning from a panicked driver swerving in traffic into a calm captain steering a ship through the storm. But how do you train for this calm? How do you stop the rush? One way is by setting strict rules before you even look at the screen. Create your trade plan with clear entry points, exit points, and stop-loss levels. Then, no matter how much your heart pounds or how tempting that chance looks, you stick to the plan. Here's a powerful truth. Impatience often grows from fear, the fear of missing out, FOMO. FOMO is like a hungry monster whispering, "Hurry up, act now, or you'll never get another shot." But the market doesn't care about your fear. It moves on its own timeline. Imagine if a fisherman hooked a fish but pulled the line too soon, losing the catch because he was impatient. The best fishermen wait until the fish tires and the time is right. Trading works the same way. You need to wait for the market to show you it's ready. Another tricky trap impatience sets is overtrading. When you're impatient, you trade too often, chasing something to happen. This not only burns your capital faster but clouds your judgment. The best edge is having the discipline to do less but do it right. Ask yourself, do I sometimes jump into trades feeling like I have to be active to succeed? Have I noticed how many trades I make just because I'm bored or anxious, not because of good setups? What would happen if I waited for the market to come to me instead of chasing it? The truth is, patience in trading isn't about waiting forever or doing nothing. It's about waiting for the right moment. The moment your strategy says yes, the moment the market confirms your move. There's science behind this too. Researchers have found that traders who delay gratification and stick with their thoughtful process see better results. They face fewer emotional swings and manage risk more smoothly. Holding trades longer when conditions are right can lead to higher overall profits. But here's where it gets really interesting. The market environment is always changing. Sometimes it's fast and noisy, other times it's slow and quiet. In volatile markets, impatience can be deadly because the price jumps can trick you into false signals. Patient traders learn to zoom out, breathe, and only act when the real trend shows itself. In the next part, we'll explore concrete, simple strategies to build this kind of patience into your trading daily. We'll also talk about how to quiet the noisy thoughts in your brain that push you to act too fast. You don't want to miss that. It could change everything about how you trade. Are you ready to learn how to build ironclad patience that turns trading from a stressful gamble into a steady skill? If yes, let's move into part 3 where patience becomes your superpower. Let's talk about how to build patience, the muscle you need to carry you through every trade, not just a nice idea but a real, trainable skill. Patience in trading isn't something you magically have or don't. It's a habit you create. Imagine you want to get stronger muscles. Do you expect to walk into a gym once and suddenly lift 100 pounds? You train little by little, every day. Trading patience works the same way. One powerful exercise is called the observer exercise. Open your trading platform and then, don't trade. Just watch the market for 2 hours. Yes, 2 whole hours without taking action. Instead, write down what you see, how you feel, where you might have entered, and why or why not. This trains your mind to resist impulsiveness and understand the market's rhythm. It feels uncomfortable at first, like watching a pot that never boils, but slowly, you start seeing the bigger picture. You gain control over your urges. There's also the decision timer technique. When your emotions scream, trade now, set a timer for 30 minutes before doing anything. Use that time to calmly review your plan. Does this entry match your strategy? Or is it fear, boredom, or greed? If it still looks solid after the wait, then execute the trade. This doesn't slow you down, it sharpens you. It's like waiting for a green light instead of running a red one and crashing. Why do these techniques work? Because patience reconnects you to logic instead of emotion. Your emotions rush because they fear missing out. Practicing patience creates a sense of safety and confidence, replacing panic with clarity. Think of it like fishing. You don't cast your line every second, you wait for the right moment. That quiet period is where your strength grows. That same quiet strength is what makes you a better trader. Ask yourself, how often do I rush trades just to feel active? How much money have I lost because I didn't wait? What if I could turn those impulses into discipline? Patience is also about long-term thinking. Most traders are hunting for fast profits. But trading success is a marathon. When you accept that some setups take time, you stop panicking. You let trades develop. You become a surfer waiting for the perfect wave, not jumping on every ripple. Here's one more practical tip. Use alerts or automation. Instead of staring at charts all day, set specific criteria and let alerts notify you when your setup appears. This frees your mind from emotional pressure and prevents overtrading. And remember, patient traders let winners run and cut losers fast. Impatient traders do the opposite. Master patience and you stop reacting to noise. You move with intention, not emotion. At first, it feels slow and unnatural. But soon, you'll realize this slow, steady approach is exactly what builds consistency. Next, we step into the emotional battlefield, how patience feels inside your mind, how to take control when emotions push you toward bad decisions, and how these moments can become your biggest strengths instead of your downfall. We've talked about how patience is your secret weapon and how you can train it. But trading isn't just about waiting calmly. It's also about managing the emotions that scream at you when waiting feels impossible. Make no mistake, impatience often lives in the shadows of fear, greed, and anxiety. Imagine your emotions as a wild horse. Patience isn't about stopping the horse, it's learning to ride it with skill. The horse will run, buck, and pull, but with practice, you become the rider who steers with strength and calm. One of the earliest lessons in trading psychology is recognizing emotional triggers. Fear might push you to exit a trade too quickly. Greed might make you extend a losing trade hoping for a turnaround. Anxiety might make you rush decisions or freeze completely. To master patience, you have to first master emotional control. Here's a powerful technique: mindfulness. Before entering a trade, take a deep breath and check in with yourself. Am I feeling impatient or calm? Am I trading because of a clear plan or because my heart is anxious? This pause creates space between impulse and action. Journaling your trades also builds emotional awareness. Write down not only your trade details but how you felt before, during, and after. Over time, patterns emerge, like how impatience spikes after a loss or when prices move quickly. This knowledge helps you tweak your strategy and reduce mistakes. Another tool is creating emotional rituals. 2-minute breathing exercises or short meditation before trading sessions can reset your nervous system, lower stress hormones, and sharpen focus. A calm mind is a patient mind. Setting strict rules is equally essential. Define exact entry and exit points, position size, and daily loss limits before trading. These rules act like guardrails when emotions roar. Overconfidence after wins is common, but the best traders reset their mindset, respect their system, and maintain discipline. Ask yourself, when did impatience lead me to a losing trade? How often do emotions cloud my judgment? What small habits can help me regain control in the heat of the moment? Patience and emotional control go hand in hand. Without control, patience feels impossible. With it, patience becomes your superpower. Now, let's look at real traders who transformed their fortunes by embracing patience and emotional mastery. One trader started with nearly $17,000 lost early on, reckless and impatient. He changed his approach, stopped chasing every quick chance, waited for strong trends, and gradually increased positions with a pyramiding strategy. Over time, his account grew steadily with fewer losses and calmer trades. He traded less, but profits soared. Another trader made fewer trades, about one per day. He carefully picked setups matching his plan. His risk was low, win steady, and confidence high. He treated trading like a long journey, not a sprint. Patience helped him avoid emotional mistakes and build a stress-free income. These stories aren't about luck. They're about waiting, controlling emotions, and trusting a proven process. Trust is the magic Mark Douglas emphasizes, believing in the market's rhythm and in yourself, even when waiting feels long. Patience is hard, uncomfortable, and constantly tests your discipline. But every second spent waiting is an investment in your success. The market rewards the patient like the river rewards the careful crosser. Here's your challenge. The next time you feel the urge to jump into a trade too fast, ask, am I the hunter waiting in the forest, or the rushed one missing the prize? Let patience guide you. If you're serious about winning at trading, make patience your edge. Train it like a muscle. Build emotional control. Use alerts to signal setups you trust. Learn from every trade and every moment of waiting. Trading isn't easy, but with patience, it becomes a path you can walk with confidence and calm. Your ultimate trading edge isn't your system, your indicators, or quick decisions. It's your ability to wait for the right moment and act with discipline. If this speaks to you, like this video, share your thoughts in the comments. What's your biggest challenge with patience? Subscribe for more insights to master trading psychology and become the trader you want to be. The market is patient for those who are patient. Are you ready to become the trader who wins by waiting? Thank you for watching.